improving life of those living in smart cities or urban areas. Due to the rapid increase in population of smart cities, the space is getting congested. This is leading to unusual road traffic in smart cities. Due to the increase in traffic, the pollution has also increased beyond the eco-friendly level of environment. The methods of controlling traffic can be done by 1. Odd or even method. In this process, cars are bifurcated by odd and even numbers. This means the odd and even numbered cars are to drive on the alternative days. This reduces the number of cars on the road by great extent, which ultimately leads to less traffic. Next question is how to reduce the pollution, since burning of fuel is another problem yet a necessity for the vehicles. The following methods are 1. Fitting catalytic converter. These converters are fitted to the exhaust pipes of the vehicles. The converter has two parts, part A and part B. Part A converts oxides of nitrogen to nitrogen and oxygen. Part B converts carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide and the unburnt hydrocarbons to carbon dioxide and water. China in the year 2016 had come up with a policy that its citizens are not allowed to have more than 2 kids. This rule is to be abided by the entire nation, but the question is how to ensure it. There are 2 ways. 1. Sterilizing process. This is the process in which both the genders are made infertile and incapable of reproduction. 2. Usage of protection. This is a widely and commonly used method of controlling population because it is inexpensive. It not only controls the population but also aids in controlling diseases caused by the sexual contact.
Organic fuel. Alcohol is an organic fuel made from sugarcane. It has a high calorific value and is eco-friendly since it does not produce any form of harmful substances. It is still not used in wide scale since it is under testing. Hydrogen fuel cell. Hydrogen fuel cell can be called the cleanest fuel of all the substances. The reaction between hydrogen and oxygen produces only water. Hydrogen fuel cell are not yet being used on wide scale because it is very explosive and any fault in fuel cell will only lead to explosion. Since the development of technology, we are completely relied on it, but we often forget the risk of using technology. For example, hacking and online fraud. Many a times, we download content which contains spyware software. Spyware is a software that records our keystroke and sends them to the hacker. Mainly, spyware software are used to gain access to our online banking account. This software gives the hacker our user ID and the password, making our account vulnerable. To ensure that this does not happen, we must install an anti-spyware software and keep it up to date. Use virtual keyboard provided by the anti-spyware software since the spyware software records key entries only from the keyboard and not virtual keyboard. We often visit websites and download the contents available on it. But we never realize that the file we download might contain virus or malware that can affect our computer, or the hacker might gain illegal access to our computer without us knowing about it. The only way to overcome this problem is by visiting trusted sites and to ensure that the publisher of the file is from the trusted source, since giving access to an unknown publisher's file might affect our PC. Phishing, spamming, wishing and smishing are the other methods of gaining access to the credentials. Despite the constant awareness, victims of these frauds are still common. Never believe calls and messages that asks for personal information. Example, CVV number, card number, PIN number, etc. Banks never ask for these information via emails, SMS calls, etc.